I'm Cheryl Corey, and I am from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We are here to talk about my husband, my wonderful husband, John. We were 21 when we started dating. We grew up together. We grew in our faith. We have 3 beautiful children. We were all about our family. John was always there for them. With John, our oldest, he helped coach basketball. He did Boy Scouts with him and all those activities. Our daughter Danielle, did the Girl Scout thing. She played basketball. We were at all those activities. And Michael, our youngest, he was Michael's friend. He was his buddy. Almost 3 years to the date, John's younger brother, who's 19 months younger than John, at the age of 51, had a heart attack. It was sudden. He had been to the hospital the day before. He went to work, came home for lunch, and he wasn't feeling right. It just didn't feel right. Pulse was fine. He wasn't sweating. He wasn't doing any of that. The ambulance got there, and he was in tachycardia, and he didn't look like it. He didn't look like it, didn't feel like it. They said they almost lost him. His CPR, the breathing bag, and 2 jolts of the defibrillator. They did bring him back, got him to the hospital, got some stints in, and we're happy to say he's here with us today. I don't know what John thought about that in reference to himself. My husband was stubborn. He would not go to the doctor. He would say, when it's my time to go, it's my time to go, and that upset me, obviously. A couple of weeks before John passed, he was having indigestion. Now, he had indigestion all his life, so I didn't think much of it, but this was lasting a little bit longer than normal. And the week before, I stopped him and I said, "Are you having chest pain? Are you having pain down your arm? Do you feel short of breath?" I went down the whole list, and he said, "Nope, nope, nope." And that's when he said again, "When it's my time to go, it's my time to go." And then Saturday morning, John got up out of bed. I was in bed, and I was like, "What are you doing?" He went into the bathroom. He's like, "This indigestion is just bothering me," and he was going to get something from there, and then he collapsed. I ran into the bathroom. He was on the floor, tilted his head back, yelled his name, screamed his name. Michael came in. I was like, "Michael, call 911," because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know CPR. I believe John died in my arms. With John gone now, it has left a complete hole in our family, an emptiness. John was funny. He was always laughing. He was always cracking jokes. But our house is too quiet without him. We miss him terribly. He was the love of my life. He was my soulmate. And I believe John passing happened for a reason. I may not know what it is. I know God has a plan. Maybe part of the purpose is for us here to tell our story. The Heart Association does a lot of education and research, and I believe, based on John's story and his brother's, more research needs to be done. There were no major symptoms, and they both had heart attacks. So, I hope, the Heart Association can find something with that. But right now, they're training people for CPR. And it's easy, and it's available, and people can learn how to do CPR. It may not have saved John, may not have done any good, but if I would have known CPR, I wouldn't have felt so helpless holding him. I would have felt at least I was doing something. You'll see this picture of John standing in front of a sunrise, and I remember that day that I took that picture, which was in 2016 in Florida, and it was a beautiful sunrise, and I said, "Oh, go stand down there." And he's like, "What do you want me to do?" I'm like, "I don't care, do something." And that's what he did. He raised his arms. And when I look at that picture now, I see him saying, I'm home with you, Lord. And it's so beautiful.